What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Junkeez Network Live. Every weekday until 24-hour podcast in which we will be doing on April 12th, 5 a.m. to 5 a.m. It's a spectacle to behold. But today, our topic for the day is who is our favorite Junkeez Network host? So we're all biased in our own regards. We're not saying that this person is the best. That's why we just said, who's your favorite? And all these different shows, 19 of them, we have one of the hosts over here to my left, Mr. Bazaar Junkeez, man.
That is I. Yes. Hello. I'm happy to be here. Long-time caller, first-time listener.
Yes?
Yeah.
Nick Deus is that. Veterans Minimum.
Friend of the program.
Friend of the program is joining us to go over
outside perspective.
Outside perspective on it. We do know where his biases lie. Will they come out on the show? Who knows? Who knows?
I'm gonna end a lot of relationships on this one. That's what I'm gathering.
This is gonna be my last time with the network.
Behind the engineer's desk today, we have Mr. Mason.
What's up, guys? I don't have the camera up, so...
Oh, you're good. And we have Tino. Tino is also here.
What's going on, everybody?
Tino can turn on your camera for you, so that way you can get a part of the discussion. Because Jory is his government name, and so if we slip between Jory and Mason, understand that we're just trying to keep people on their toes. But Mason, before we get going on this list here, why don't you tell the people what you got cooking up?
Yeah,
This Saturday,
I'm at the House of Blues. I'm going to be performing there with a bunch of different musicians and everything. But I have a set at I think 8:30, and come through if you're in the city of Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, we will be there. We will be there. I have nothing slated on Saturday except for going to cheer on my main man Mason. He doesn't have a show yet, so he's not a part of this list. But
He knows this list though.
Absolutely.
Jory, can you pull up the list or a rubric of how we're going to be going through our contestants today? Yes. So as you can see here, we have the shows listed on the left, and then we have some things to judge people on 1 through 10 at the top. So we have Action Junkeez, Bazaar Junkeez, Gridiron Junkeez, Fitness, Gamer, Latino, Chains Out, Marcus Deegan, Gritability, Hero's Journey, and Fearless as Fuck the podcast. Yes, we are leaving some podcasts off the list, but it's because we're live only for about 30 minutes today, and then we will be transitioning to some other shows. We got Bazaar Junkeez live, who he's also, Mr. Bazaar Junkeez, man's on a I'm going live every day till I get 5,000 subscribers.
We just hit 4,600 today, so we're getting there. We're getting close.
That's bold, dude. That's a bold move. And then joining the program now is Mr. Travis Flesher. Mr. Travis Flesher, the owner, partner of the studio. He
not a host.
Not a host. JNL is one thing that we're looking to maybe give him the role of like, hey, this is your show now, Travis.
Did you say J and L?
JNL.
What's L?
Live.
Junkeez Network Live.
JNL.
Wow.
Yeah.
How's it going, guys? Sorry, I'm doing the business, the network thing, the whole
Travis.
business development.
Is she still here?
No, she's gone.
What a conversation you were having. What a conversation.
I appreciate you being a therapist for free food.
Honestly, I fed today. She is the nicest person. First of all, you're talking about the network, right? The stories and the people I meet just through the circumstances of this studio, and honestly, just is insane. I've met millionaires, I've met almost billionaires, and I meet people who are at the lowest level, and all they need is just a hug and some good vibes. And I've never heard anyone come out of this building and say that they didn't leave with good vibes. And I think it's just because of the culture we built. But she did bring food from Rolling Smoke. Shout out.
Yeah, huge job. Whenever
Tremendous.
people bring us lunch, I mean, you're automatically
You're
a
hired.
favorite. You're automatic. I'll listen to you as long as I know.
It's really that
that's
simple.
That's why I was like, she's like, oh, you got to go. I'm like, no. You fed 6 people today. And probably she's just a manager, so she could probably get in trouble if she does it too much, so.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
And forgive me if this is out of line.
Yeah.
I'm very transparent. Why don't you have a show?
I did. It was called the Sticky Podcast. It was an improv comedy show where I forced these guys to do improv, which they're not good at improv. George is pretty good.
I'm good at improv
George and
music.
Chase were pretty good. But when I would leave, the whole everything, like when I'd go to Florida to build a studio, or whatever, it would be in shambles. They could
like
not function. They could
prank
not
calls.
They could not do the show. And I had a podcast when I was 16 called The Collision Shack, and it was a comedy improv podcast, but with no video, so it was a lot easier to paint pictures when people couldn't see you being a fool. So the answer is just I'm working on the business. I'd love to do it again, but that's it.
Yeah, this is it, Nick, by the way. Like I told him, I was like, somebody's got to be the face of this. We all got our own network shows.
I think that's important. And I was just curious because I noticed that you don't have one, but I wonder if it's because, do you like the business side of it more?
I think I'm learning a lot more on the business side. I feel like I could play I did the podcast thing, and not to any like true success, but I learned everything I could technically. I mean, I built the studio. When I was building the studio, I learned all of this equipment. Now I've like plateaued in that until I reach the next level of like broadcast or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, the coolest, like I love learning. So the best things to learn were on that side.
Yeah.
But,
sorry for derailing the show.
No,
you're fine.
I was just curious because I've been approached on many different occasions to just be behind the camera. Well, I love being talent more than producing.
Yeah.
Producing has helped me as talent. So I was just curious where you...
I'm definitely more valuable currently behind the camera than I am in front. I don't think I have the track record to prove that I could be more valuable in front.
That's fair.
After this Junkeez Network show, we'll be going off,
Yeah, so if we want to go back up to the rubric real quick here, because this is the perfect first grade to give.
What happened to that TV?
That's what I just asked.
On this rubric. So Tangent Tornado, score of 1 to 10. I did just add the Junkeez Network Live. Since Travis, this is kind of his show, that was a tangent he went on.
Yeah, that was a 10 out of 10 for tangents.
He's a 10 on the Tangent Tornado there.
Starting?
And I think we just start going down, people that go on tangents. John Orlando, host of Action Junkeez.
He will tell a story for like 20 minutes. He's like his father.
On the show, though?
Yeah, on the show. Is this on the show or is
I think
this...
on the show. It has to be on the show.
It has to be on the show because it's about the...
Yeah,
Oftentimes he doesn't tangent on the show. And
He lets people talk.
I tell him to tangent more because he's a good storyteller.
So I'm going to
like a
say
2?
like a 3. I'm going to give him a 3 out of that. So the way it works on this scoring card when I built it is like the higher the score, the worse you are. So the lower the number, the better.
Right.
So because like everything's bad, like interview interrupter, conspiracy theorist, pun master, I guess,
Shameless
Anyways.
plug and total score.
Shameless
I like
plug.
this. Okay,
All right.
Bizarre Junkeez. Austin on the Tangent Tornado.
Do we have
I don't
anybody from
think
your
he
audience
goes
in
on-
the chat right now?
Yeah, Franny's there.
Why don't they answer that?
Yeah, maybe you guys
what
answer.
would you give Bizarre Junkeez on the Tangent
Franny's my
Tornado?
producer too, so he could be out of a job. Matthew is also Matthew's an actual fan. Matthew might speak on behalf of this, but Franny, how much you like being my producer?
Out of 10. What about Gridiron? I feel like Gridiron doesn't go on it goes on a lot of tangents.
I'll self-grade myself on that since a majority of the time
Is it
that
a
I
10?
record, you guys aren't here. Cameron's engineering.
So we never really
on
get to see
Sunday
it.
nights. Tangent Tornado for this one. Yeah, you're a 10. What you did to start the show was a 10. I'm an 8.
Okay.
I'm an 8.
All right. That was really Nick, by the way.
Fitness Junkeez.
I feel like it's a 1 or a 2, right?
Fitness Junkeez.
It's relentlessly on topic.
Dude, if Gio wins and we're like, Gio's...
Wow.
he really does nothing.
Well, let's be clear here. This is not the gauge of the most successful or the best show. It's
No.
just out of these scorecards, like who's the
Does
best.
he go on tangents? No.
No, like
No.
1.
No.
I'll
Yeah.
give him 1. 0's not possible.
He's a good questioner. 1.5.
We didn't
Yeah.
give a grade for Bizarre.
Yeah,
I don't think you go on tangents. I think you're really...
I think I do, but I try to be aware and not do it. But like I feel like it's hard because like now I'm doing a lot of solo shows.
Yeah.
Is that whole show a tangent?
Yeah, in that way,
Right,
it's
right.
probably
That's a good point. I like to call it controlled chaos because I'll go on tangents on my show and when I do, but I always in the back of my mind remember what our main topic was and I'll bring it back.
You always loop it back. That just speaks to you being as a good host, because
Yeah, I do that
you can
too.
disguise tangents.
Yeah.
Because you can be like, that's why I brought it up anyways, because to my main point.
Guys, tell me about the allegations.
Yeah.
So did you?
Franny said 0.
Really? Okay, I'm gonna give you a 2.
I think that's a
I'm
fair.
gonna give you a 2.
He's a 2. All right.
Okay, so Gamer Junkies. Well, who's the technically, because we all
Gamer
technically
Junkies is all tangent. 10.5
Yeah, it's nothing but our own little diet.
Latino Junkies? What do you think?
Latino Junkies. So
It's our
Yeah.
Spanish show. It's our only Spanish only show.
yeah,
on the network.
dude. He undresses the ladies with his words.
Oh.
His tangents are definitely a 9 out of 10 there.
9 out of 10.
Dude,
Yeah.
I feel like every Spanish person I know, their whole life is just like
One
going
big
on a tangent.
Yeah, no, mi
It's
amor.
personal experience. It's just like it just goes all over the place. I love it though. Like that's my thing. Like,
Oh my
you know,
god,
like-
Jory, you weigh in on this next one. Jory's engineered a whole bunch of chains out lately.
Yeah, chains out, definitely 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, really?
Damn.
The episode starts one way and it'll end completely opposite at the
Like the title of the episode is determined afterwards. That's how much of a tangent it is. It might not even be
Exactly.
what they
Oh, it's
first
so funny.
started.
I'm gonna pull up the text that I sent Jory. I was like, look at the episode chapters from this past week of Chains Out.
It's just like
Every other second.
historical and like because it changes every topic change,
Yeah.
right? Oh, okay.
Marcus Deegan.
I would say
Depends on how many mushrooms he's on.
yeah. If he's microdosed beforehand, it's Tangent City.
I'm gonna give him a 9 because
I think that's
he goes deep into stories that lead into different things all the time.
yeah. And a majority of the time, believe it or not, if you want a good cry and a sense of like humility, Marcus Deegan show.
Yeah.
Because his tangents will lead into like tears. It's truth.
Heroes. Oh, gritability.
That's like a 0. I feel like they're very on topic, right? But that's also like just them having a conversation.
Have you engineered?
This is a 5.
You think
in
it's a
my
5?
opinion.
Jory, have you engineered gritability yet?
Yeah, I think they stay on topic most of the time. You know, they have a story that they usually stick to. I think.
Yeah, he's a prisoner.
I'm gonna give him a 5. He's in line.
He does definitely. Last week, oh my gosh, how about last week where he told us, guys, my lawyer called me and said that there's a case open still with my name on it.
So this man who had like 17 life sentences
So
just said that
213 years.
there's a case, or what is it, a motion still open about his arrest from like all that time ago, and that if they decide to just open the case, he can go to jail again. So he's like, what bag do I pack? What flight am I going to? Like he's like planning his exit.
Credibility was about to be non-existent. About a week
It's about
ago.
to be-
He was about to be.
He'd be
Costa Rica.
Thanos, you know.
Hero's Journey. I would say that's like a solid 6. But that's another tearjerker one where like you get the right guests in there, the tangent leads to I need.
I'm
to
gonna say
therapy.
7
Okay.
because he's emotional and he likes to go.
Yes.
If you guys like,
By the way, for the Junkies who's watching this isn't necessarily a bad thing.
No.
like
no, because the entertainment's still there.
Yes.
So I have a question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead. Nick in the back.
Is it a tangent if you're a good listener though? Because there are times where I'll have, and this is something that I learned after doing this for so long and doing this so often, right? Where I might ask you a question, Austin, and you might answer it, but you'll bring up something within that response that I can't ignore. And then we go down a tangent. We spiral. Is that not also being a good host then?
That is going down. Like that is a tangent tornado. Because
yeah.
But
Yeah,
is it
even
always? Are we saying that if you do go on these tangents, it's a bad thing?
No.
No. Okay.
I mean, whether or not it's entertaining is left to be.
Yeah,
Right,
because
right,
a lot of
right.
them can't. Like Marcus, hilarious.
Right.
When I'm pretty sure Chains Out tangents, hilarious.
The sticky podcast is literally it's like a 20 out of 10. Like that's it's like it's only made through tangents. Like there's nothing planned, so you have to. So it's a good show that way.
it's really good that Fitness Junkies, a serious show, low on the tangent score.
Yeah.
Because you could just tell they're cutting a business. You wake up at 5 a.m., you fucking eat, sleep, drink, weights.
You drink steel.
Fearless.
Fearless AF. Good show.
Great show.
Great show.
Amazing show.
Great show.
Ooh, great
we love
show.
Christina Lauren.
Does she go on tangents, though?
I don't think
I
so.
know when I was
A
on
lot, yeah.
I would say yeah. I would say she's in the 7 range.
What was your opinion? You were on her show recently.
That's what I was gonna say. It's been a while, but
Yeah, I was on her show a few months ago, too.
It was pretty like
Yeah, it was pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
I was the tangent in her show.
Okay.
Because you're bizarre.
Yeah, like because we started talking about that, and I was like, let me tell you about ghosts.
I'm fearless AF with ghosts. All right, so cool. I'll give Fearless a nice 7.
I'm marking it down for 5.
He's bringing it down to 5.
We got to keep.
I was
going
to say 5.
She's got to win.
We got to hammer through these.
She's got to win.
She's got to win.
Interview interrupter score. Damn.
If Adam is on Action Junkeez, it's a 10. If John is there, he lets him talk.
Yeah,
1.
John's almost mute sometimes.
That's not a score.
On Action
You got to
Junkeez.
put 1.
I got
So it's
to.
1 out of 10, bro.
My bad.
Come on.
Bizarre.
I feel like I'm getting better at it, but I would say for a while there, I was a really bad interrupter.
6.
I'd say like a 6 or 7, yeah.
6.
Can I tell you what I've noticed?
Yeah.
When you're comfortable with your guests, you interrupt them more.
Yeah.
That's actually, I feel like.
And it kind of makes sense, right? Because also, when you invite someone to your show, you have to let them talk,
Right.
right? Like early on, probably with George, I would let him talk more. Now we like talk over each other. We clown each other. So there's like a level of comfort. So I don't think it's a bad thing that you interrupt them. There's some people that you interrupt and then you could see in their face, they're like, why the fuck is he interrupting me? You don't know who I am? You know what I mean? Like when I had Stephen A on the show, cheap plug, 10 out of 10.
Which shameless plug score.
Shameless plug score. You have to let him. You have to let him talk.
Right. Yeah.
That's a great point. Comfortability with your guests really changes.
He's adding
everything.
you. He's adding you. Did you add another tab?
What's
He's putting just it's right there. He's just putting equals shameless plug God.
shameless plug God? Okay. There's actually a Sheets version of this that I was
See,
hoping.
Franny just said I'm a 6 at
That we would
interrupting.
use because this looks like fucking garbage.
Yeah,
Travis.
you found the wrong document, but it's
Well,
fine. It's fine. We're
okay.
already here. So,
Gridiron Junkies.
interview interrupter.
I would say like a 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I don't have an opinion on this.
Yeah, I'm bad at just trying to relate to people. Like as soon as they start going, oh, let me tell you about the time that I did something
was
similar to that.
Then you go into a
Was
tangent.
it Sean Merriman that like he was like kind of getting serious and you're like, so tell me about like when you did this, and it was like wait, he was still going.
Yeah, because I'm in control.
It's my show. Interview interrupter. Finish Junkeez.
Fitness Junkies.
I feel like that's a 1.
Yeah, he just
Stays on topic.
Gio might be your best host.
I feel
as
like,
of right
but
now.
I feel like you have to have the energy there to interrupt though.
Interrupter score of 10 out of 10 on this Gamer Junkies.
On Gamer Junkies,
yeah,
yeah.
there's no way. I mean, we stay on
Latino
topic
Junkies?
because
5.
5?
Chains out. Damn.
Chains out.
Jory-
I always
comedy,
go to Jory
Junkies.
for this because Jory's gotten a lot of.
Yeah, they talk over each other the whole time. You know.
But they don't really have interviews. They've only had like one interview,
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Did you do that one?
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
No, I
Dang. I guess they
I'm
have
gonna
no
give him an
interviews. An 8. All right. Marcus Deegan.
4
All right.
for his gridability. Interview interrupter. They're a 1.
They're like a 1. Yeah, they don't. They let them speak.
They're in tune.
I'd say Brian Hopkins is a solid 5. He's he's kind of like me. He will, if it's somebody he's
Yes.
comfortable with, he'll interrupt him.
Can
but-
we just skip ahead to Shameless Plug God? There's no better Shameless Plug
Oh,
God,
God,
than Brian
yeah.
Hopkins. He's a 10
Every
out of
clip-
10 on that.
Every clip, he's
know
a
what?
master at, hey, this is Brian Hopkins from a Hero's Journey podcast, Elvis Monroe, and you're like, he knows it.
We just need to go across for each show. After,
Okay, let's just
after
do it.
this next one. Okay, so
All right,
Fearless.
Fearless.
Interview interrupter. She doesn't.
No, I think it's pretty low. Maybe like
Yeah,
a
she
2.
lets people talk also.
How are we doing on this show so far?
We let Nick talk.
I think 4. All right, 4.5.
Yeah, we're doing halves now.
All right. So now we're just going to go across.
Yeah,
here.
okay, that's better,
Action
that's better.
Junkies, conspiracy theorist. John.
I would say that's high.
John loves listening to conspiracies, but I don't think he
Wait,
believes
what?
in them.
No way. What? What?
But I don't think he. I don't
The
think he
Pentagon's
actually
a bomb?
believes them. I think he lets people talk, though.
Yes.
But he's a sucker for it,
He
though.
gives a platform to conspiracy theorists.
That's through Pun Master.
I don't think I've ever heard
1.
John
No.
say a pun.
Yeah.
1.
I think John thinks puns are lame as
Shameless
shit.
plug.
10, because that's all he does is just talk about.
Yeah, but he's not like direct with it. He gets a pair of straight teeth and then just talks about it. Is that a plug?
Yeah,
that's
that's
a plug.
shameless.
If
as fuck,
he
dude.
gets hair plugs, is that a plug?
Yeah, those are.
All
yeah.
right, that's
He's
a 10.
He's
That's a 10. All
All right.
Bizarre
so,
Junkies.
Oh, no, we could go total score for him here.
right, so that's 10 plus 8, 18, 19, 20, 23.
Michael Jordan.
Conspiracy
Bizarre
theorist?
Junkies.
I don't know.
I wish you were a 10 out of this and it wasn't even a question, but you're so fucking
I don't want to
anti-conspiracy
be
theory.
Alex Jones. I would like to. My CPM on YouTube is already 87 cents. Okay, I don't want it to go any. It's supposed to be like $5,
That's crazy.
That's true.
and I'm not even doing conspiracy stuff. I've done one conspiracy video ever in the history of Bizarre Junkies. one, and it was from like the 50s.
Okay, then that's a 1 out of
If
10.
hold on, because we got to A/B test it here.
Yeah, okay.
If you did more conspiracy theory videos and your CPM went up,
It would not go up. It would go down for sure.
how do you know?
You just can't talk about COVID.
Ask Alex Jones about anything he does.
You're talking about ask Michael Jordan if he's good at basketball. Like you're talking about the best conspiracy
Yeah, but Alex
theories.
Jones makes more money than anyone in this room right now.
Or so he'd have you think.
Or, yeah.
Bro, he owes Sandy Hook like fucking $70 million to those families.
Yeah, he's never going to get that
No.
paid. Ever.
Okay, so you are a 1 here.
Yeah.
I guess so.
That's so sad. Do we need to start a conspiracy junkies? Put it in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Put it in the chat.
Okay, Pun Master.
Pun Master 1.
Yeah,
You're
1 or
one.
2.
Shameless
Shameless plug.
plug?
That's like a 9.
Yeah. If Austin's got a
We
sponsor
did a
on
ghost
set-
hunt. We did a ghost hunt for a water company, and then we blessed the ape water. So that's a really high score there. Shameless plug.
Count up your score.
9, 10, 11, 17, 18, 19.
Oh, I'm better than John. Better than John.
So we want lower scores.
Yes.
Yes. See, the problem is that doesn't mean it's a better show. It's just who wins this thing that we're doing here. Gridiron conspiracy theorist. I feel like did you get
Football
into
conspiracies
Deflategate?
you do.
Did you get into Deflategate? You're like,
No,
that's
I
just
love
what's
it.
happening.
No, I'm all conspiracy, bro. That's all it is. Like,
He talks about the refs being like
I'll
rigged.
see a way a quarterback walks off the field, and I'll be like, he
knew it.
For a while there, who was the quarterback that I thought was point shaven?
Desmond Ritter.
Desmond Ritter was
Yeah.
point shaven for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
We
Oh
gotta-
my God.
We got to still go back.
That's
I'm
a-
a 10.
that's a 10.
I'm a 10.
I would say that too, because on the times that you would come on the show, you would be like, dude, his body language sucks. I'm telling you, I'm a big body language guy, and I know he doesn't like his teammates. And then reports would come out like there's some hostility in the locker room. Be like, holy shit, he's like body language.
But I feel
Body
like
language.
He has better insight than most by paying attention to that.
Pun Master score. I hate puns.
Yeah. Okay. 1.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Screw you. Get a 1. Shameless plug. You don't really have many sponsors for your show.
Yeah, and will I talk? Okay, I'm mainly
This episode's
shamelessly-
sponsored by Wilson.
No, I shamelessly plug all the shows I'm working on.
That is true.
Yeah.
Okay,
Here,
so
scroll up a little bit.
all right, so I'm at a 12, 22, 28.
28.
Jesus.
Damn.
I gotta
Pretty
get
high.
better at that shit.
Fitness junkies. Again, are we going to have 1 across the board?
Conspiracy theories. Gio's high on this.
Do you think so? Because he's like
He has the people
the pharmaceutical companies don't want you to know this.
Yeah,
Is
no, he
that?
has people on there like, yeah, I tried using what's the one that Canelo got popped with?
TRT.
No, not
Tren?
TRT.
HGH.
It's like the one you get in. It's like in meat to make like.
Just hormone stuff.
No, it was something
I don't
like
know.
specific. But like, I remember Gio. It was the clip that went about the cows.
Trenbolone.
Oh, okay,
Trenbolone.
that's it. Yeah, he was eating that.
Ivermectin?
He was eating that shit.
I don't know.
Ivermectin.
No, I'm gonna say I'm gonna give that a 6 because I don't think he really goes.
You're right.
It's
you're
not
right.
based on it, but
You're
a lot of his content that does well when it's a conspiracy, like a current conspiracy, because everything in fitness is kind of like, oh, they don't want you to do this because the health, like the WHO wants you to die or something.
I feel like I hear Gio do puns. Am I incorrect?
No.
Gio doesn't do puns. He's that's a 1. I mean,
Shameless plug too. He doesn't do shameless plugs.
no, you're right. I think Gio's gonna win this.
Gio's got a whopping score right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10.
Oh my goodness.
Gamer Junkies
wow.
is already ahead of him.
Conspiracy theories. I think anything is a conspiracy on that show.
I think
Gamer
Gamer
Junkies?
Junkies kind of we don't.
I mean, we don't talk about conspiracies yet. We're only
we talk
episode
about people being like George is like Austin fucking got to run around the map for 45
No, do you know what
fucking
the
minutes.
conspiracy is like? Well, we don't have anybody like, faking losing just so that, we can pad the stats. We don't do that. I'd say we're 0 out of 10 on conspiracy.
1.
1 out of 10.
Pun Master.
If Travis is in the
1.
episode 10,
I feel like we try. I feel like we try.
Cyril gone is gone.
3.
There we go. Yeah, that is
that's a
true.
fact.
That is true. We do have a pun. All right, that's a 3. Shameless plug.
Yeah, 10. Because all we're doing is plugging all of the other shows that we do.
Yeah, because we feature all the other like this show. It's like 100% shameless plug. So 10, 20,
30.
34.
34, God.
Latino Junkies. So there was an episode of Latino Junkies.
I remember.
Where his guest went on a crazy rant. This clip went like stupid viral in the Latin world, where his guest was talking about Maradona in Cuba was like a pedophile.
Whoa.
Like fucking all these kids at these Cuban at like the athletic camp. Yeah, dude, I mean that's a conspiracy theory for sure.
But other than that, though, does
Dude,
Luis...
that's on the original cocaine cowboy, Diego Maradona.
Yeah.
He was like, you ever seen the videos where it's like people were surprised this guy was on blow, and then he's doing like all these like antics? It's like, bro, how are you surprised? What are you doing?
He's like waking out. He's like, yeah, how do you not? No, that's just ADHD, bro.
Puns in Spanish I wouldn't be able to pick up, so I got to give him a 1.
Como se dice, dice.
I don't know it that well. Shameless plug score. He does.
Does he have sponsors? Does he have
talks
sponsors?
About, yeah, he gets free haircuts. And that.
Hey, yo, how do I get that?
definitely- I mean, he always shouts out his barber. You know.
Yeah.
So
All right, fair enough. I'll give that a
right.
5.
boom.
All right, so 5, 10, 19, 20, 28.
Okay. Chains out.
Chains out. Conspiracy theorists? I feel like that's a 10, bro.
Yeah.
They go in.
10.
Yeah. Jory's saying 10.
The A's aren't moving to Vegas because of asbestos.
Wait, so you're saying that they're not coming to Vegas anymore?
No, they are.
Oh, okay.
They're building. They're exploding. They're imploding an entire fucking casino for them. What do you mean they're not coming here?
The last mob casino. Truly. What's it? Pun master? What do you think? I mean, they're comedians, but I don't think they do puns.
No, I'd say a 1.
They just say shit like "your mom."
Yeah. Bitch ass Kevin.
Shameless plug at the end of every show. They talk about their upcoming.
I'm at the
upcoming
Strut
shows.
every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Yep,
Yep.
that's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that's a 10.
Okay, so they're at
10, 30,
39.
39. Wow, they beat Gamer Junkeez.
Junkeez.
Wow. Or lost.
Marcus Deegan conspiracy 10.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially political conspiracy. Oh my god.
He does say like shrooms.
Biden is the Antichrist. And if you're not religious and into Christ, you're Democratic. It's like, oh my god.
Dude,
what?
Marcus Deegan was so heated at us when we put Bree Hunter's photo on the Last Supper.
Oh yeah, he's like,
we had the Last Supper in
That's the
back
cardinal
studio
sin.
C, and we put Bree's photo up there, and he's like, "That's not cool, mate. That's not cool." Like, I'm like, wait, what?
Like of all the things, the story he gets notices from his previous employers saying to take down some content. It's true, by the way, what he says. So that's why they want it down. But like this motherfucker,
the stories he shares, and then that gets him.
Then he sees like the Last Supper with big titted Bree Hunter whatever coming out.
I think we put it over Jesus too. I think you put it over Jesus, which made it funnier.
Dude.
We just offended like most of the American population. All right,
Pun.
puns.
I don't think. I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
give him a 2. It's not past him, but it's not his
No.
repertoire.
Shameless plug.
10.
Oh
10.
my god,
10
yeah,
out of
dude.
10.
Fuck. This episode
11.
was brought to you by Muse. If you want to reawaken your mind.
Reese Farmer.
He sent me a image of all the mushrooms
Marcus,
he got
we love you.
for 6 months. They sent him a mushroom shipment for 6 months of product.
Oh my god! And then after the second day, it's all gone.
It
No,
felt
he
like-
took it all that day, and we haven't seen him since.
He looked like a Snapchat dealer. Like the video he sent me. Was,
Hey, hit me up. Let me know.
Takes a picture, has the bar across.
I'm mobile.
I'm mobile.
30,
Hey, DM me. Shop's open.
35.
35. Okay.
So I'm not that bad. Wow.
Gritability. Conspiracy theorist. They're high up there, but
There is true conspiracies in that, but that's like in the prison world. There is absolutely confirmed conspiracies, which
Yeah,
I guess that makes them a conspiracy.
That's not a conspiracy. That's just
they
the
got
truth.
people coming out for him. Pun master.
Yeah, I love one. I don't think they're making jokes on their podcast.
Shameless plug. Not as much as they should.
Yeah,
Rose got a book. They never talk about Rose's book.
really? I don't know anything about that book.
Pretty low scores for them.
Yeah, that means that they're on topic pretty much. I guess that's really what this is like how on topic are they?
How on topic are you?
17.
17.
So they're second place right now.
Nobody's touching Gio.
Gio's
Gio comes in here, no nonsense. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
no,
comes
that's his personality.
Yeah,
too,
it
from
truly
the
is.
Times that I've met him. It's cool to see that be the same case with his
We doing
show.
bench press. We doing curls. That's it. Go home.
Conspiracy theories for Hero's Journey.
Not really.
No.
I don't think they ever touch about it's always about personal vibes and stuff.
I'd say like a 1 or 2.
Yeah, last time he was talking about some conspiracy.
What
Are
was
you
he
talking about the shooting,
Yes.
like the Vegas shooting?
Yes.
I mean, he
was
part of it.
but he
I'd
was
give him a
there.
2.
he
I'd give him a
never
2.
he never talks about that for that exact reason. So if anything, on that basis alone, I'm going to keep him a 1 because when he does talk about it, he's like, "I've said it once, I will never say it again," and then just moves on.
Pun.
Pun?
No.
no,
Nah, I don't think so.
No.
Shameless plug.
definitely
20.
10 out of 10. Yeah,
There
the
needs
first
to be a higher rating for that. 12, 10, 22, 24.
24. Okay, he's competing.
Shit. Okay, Fearless.
What is this for?
She's so good. Does she talk about conspiracy theories?
I don't
think
think so.
No.
Nah.
Does she hit a pun every time?
No.
From time to time? I would say she does.
You think so?
It's
Yeah?
a very girl-like thing to do.
Keeps it light.
Yeah, I'm struggling to remember any puns off the top of my head, but she keeps it light.
She does have an environment for puns if she has the right guest on.
Shameless plug
Now,
score.
is it a shameless plug if you're promoting your own services and that is the top of the funnel is your podcast?
Yeah.
Is it though? Is it like if
she's
if
a coach?
So like let's
You
just
got to think. They're doing it shamelessly. Like they're not like they don't feel ashamed about promoting themselves. That's
all right.
A good litmus test is if they personally go on other people's podcasts and then share their stuff and their sponsors.
Well,
7,
yeah.
8.
But well,
Oh, that drives me crazy.
because how many people come on your show and are like, yeah, they have like a giant shirt that's like a brand that's maybe
The shirt I don't mind because you see people go on like Rogan all the time and they'll wear like a shirt from a sponsor like that. That's fine. What drives me crazy is when they promote like a product on the show
That you don't endorse.
physically. Yeah.
oh they like bring it out. They're like, hey, you want to try this 5-hour energy? And you're like, bruh.
Yeah.
Bro, we're talking about the Lakers right now. Shut up.
I take labels off drinks. Like that. That's how everything that I consume on my show look like. It's like, yo, if you're not paying, you're not getting no free ad space.
That's true.
That's how I view it.
That's 100% facts. We don't support Walmart here.
Send the check.
Kroger, who the fuck is that?
All right. So
Junkeez Network Live.
It's too early to tell for any of those. It was mainly just a joke at the beginning because
Tangent, because Travis.
So, okay, but like, let's establish what this is establishing. This is just establishing how on topic you are at the end of the day. Because, like, it's just tangent, on topic, interviewer, interrupter, conspiracy theorist. Like, you're on topic if you have the lowest score. And currently, the winner of that is.
It's Gio.
Fitness Junkeez.
No, it's Christina Lauren.
Nah, he
16.
has 10,
Fitness
bro.
Junkeez has 10.
Yeah, Gio's 10.
And then it's
I'm blind.
fearless.
Then it's
Then it's-
gritability.
Hold on, bro. Let me.
Then
do
I
us
think
a
it's
favor
me.
here.
Yeah, so we can see it on one screen. You're gonna have to. I can't read it from over there. You got to tell me.
I have it right here.
All right. So, I think what we've established here,
Bro, you just made it so much worse.
we're making it red.
Yeah.
You just
Well, our TV is fucking.
Why is the
dim.
TV dark?
I don't get
Bro,
it.
I have amazing eyesight. I can read those all right now. 23, 19, 28, 10, 34, 28,
Ooh.
39,
It is an eye test.
35, 17, 24, 16, 20 fucking
Interesting.
20 vision.
Interesting. The patient demonstrates delusions and improper vision.
So what?
My shit is
I
40,
really
40.
do think that this is 100% accurate
Yeah.
for shows that stay on topic.
Yeah.
Because
Chains
like
Out has to be the highest because God knows what's going to happen.
I don't even think God knows.
39. They beat Gamer Junkies, which is extremely off topic. I mean, outside of the game we're playing, like there's nothing we do that's on topic there.
Yeah, there's really nothing else that sticks out to me here that's.
I mean, based on so let's talk about our podcast listening habits. Whenever you're listening to a podcast, based off of like those similar analytics, like is there any of what's the non-negotiables? Like they do this thing on a podcast and you just have to like stop listening. Because I know Joe Rogan does it sometimes when he's like he has certain guests on that go like super left or super right. I'm like, okay, it's just too much. I feel like for me, the biggest thing is if they are like preaching about something just so basic. They're like, yeah, I like to brush my teeth every morning. Yeah, I'm like, okay, like
Yeah, that's like every red pill and entrepreneur bro podcast. Is the same
truly,
thing.
'cause I've
they
been-
all wake up at 4 a.m. They all got to make their bed. Yeah,
it's like Jocko.
You have to
like,
degrade at least 3 women throughout the day.
The thing that drives me the craziest and what I try to tell people is when you bring someone on your show, remember that it's your show. So allow your guests to talk, but also don't turn it into a lecture or a TED talk for them. Like I've produced shows where the guest will speak for 12 straight minutes.
Whoa.
And I'm like, I've turned it off. That is a wild pet peeve of mine. I
Right.
don't like
It's not
it.
an interview. It's just a platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
It's-
I've noticed that happens a lot when there's Zoom guests in our shows here because it's just harder to interrupt somebody whenever it's over Zoom, or it's just like it feels like
Oh, dude, I'm so shitty. Like I've literally been like, yo, bro, we need to
Oh, literally, you're like,
Yeah, I'm like-
love where you're going, but let's wrap it. Let's bring it in.
Or
you know?
I'll be like, I'm gonna edit this part out because I don't want to embarrass you or myself by interrupting.
Oh
you
my
like
goodness.
this. But I've
I
been
would
like,
cry
yo,
myself to sleep.
You just talked for 12 straight minutes, man. This is a conversation.
God damn, you're right. Some people do just don't shut up.
If you could talk for 12 straight minutes, that's impressive.
I had one of those.
If you can just go on a rant like
Yeah,
that.
I'm not exaggerating. It was legit because I was editing that show also, and it was a legit 12 minutes that they talked.
Wow.
And that they.
What'd you cut it down to? 5 minutes?
No, I left it for them, but I was just saying.
Right.
I was saying that's just it's not a good thing to have.
Oh, you just called them out in the moment and you cut that part out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna leave it in the pod. That like, yo, dude, you're talking to me. I'm not gonna do that. No. I don't. Do
I feel
that.
like your audience would like that, though. They'd be like, yeah, tell him, Nick. He's talking too fucking long.
Nah, man, I don't. Another thing that kind of ties into this a little bit. I don't like people that create gotcha content. Like that's not how you build relationships. Like there's been so many times, dude, with the people that I know and that I've met and built relationships with, that they've told me news that could help my show go viral.
Right.
But then you're going to burn that bridge. You're not going to be trusted. I've had people tell me where they were going to sign contracts. I'm like, George knows this. That's a bucket list of mine for someone to break news on the show. Like, dude, I'm going to the Cowboys.
I mean, isn't that like before podcasting was like really popular? Like that's how the like reporter, reporter relationship would work. It's like you have good reporters that know, like when you tell them information, you're almost doing them a favor.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, it's like you treated me so well. There's a lot of famous people during COVID because COVID was like the gotcha central, like who's not wearing their mask, who's going whatever. It's like there's so many reporters who just outed themselves for the sensationalist hype who lost all credibility just so that they can capture the headlines. That's
they thought the world was going to end. So they were like, I'm just going to go down on top, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it didn't. So that I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for this list that are people. We got to post this on the Instagram.
I know, yeah.
Let them fill it out.
Yeah. You fill out your score on IG stories and we'll repost it. Other than that, we do got to wrap this right now.
All right, this second.
April 12th, 5 a.m., all the way until April 13th, 5 a.m.
Wow.
24-hour live stream. This channel and then all the respective Junkeez channels throughout the entirety of the day. Make sure you subscribe, click the notification bell, and you know what, Jory, you can sing us out of this one. Go ahead.
Sing us out.